Hi, my name is Natal. Today I walk you through my full stack AI content generation platform using FastAPI and PostgreSQL for the backend and TypeScript and CSS, also with a React framework for the front end. I have both production and local versions, and I'm gonna demonstrate both. First, we're gonna start our application and using npm command for the front end. pm runtime, it's gonna start at localhost 3000, and for the backend we use evcron command up and reload to start our backend at localhost 8000. So we're gonna first access localhost 3000. As you can see here, this is our main page. Transform our localhost 3000. Boost your content generation creation with AI, and we have a button, start your free trial. If we hit this button, we'll be redirected to a sign-in page. This means that this route is protected and you can access without authentication. So we need to authenticate. We're gonna use one of the emails that we and the accounts that we already have registered on our database that's hosted on the railway. Let's see, login successful, and now we can access this button here and we'll be redirected to the AI assistant page. Here we have, as you can see here, blog post, email draft, and image. So we're gonna demonstrate each of them, AI and robotics. For example, up to 50 words. Need big output, and as you can see here, our chatbot created sophisticated blog post, and we can save this output and it's gonna be displayed on our profile page, as we can see here. If we go back, we can now email draft, create about let's work it tomorrow, for example. Subject, dear manager, as you can see here, this perfectly knows our purpose. Now I'm gonna walk you also create image. Sound record studio, and we're gonna see our image creation. It needs some time. And actually we have the the picture of 4K image of a student record studio. We also can download and save the output, as you can see here. And now I'm gonna walk you through most important components of my application. Here we have the logic defined for our chatbot. We used LangChain with the OpenAI with the prompt templates, structured person, etc. Here we have, as you can see here, we use ChatGPT 3.5 model, and we load our credentials with load.env when we have OpenAPI key. Here we have our prompt template. For example, you are a professional content writer, generate template type, it means whether it's a blog post or mail draft, and in details it means our prompt that we provide to, this is actually our prompt. So every time we're gonna send to the request to the chatbot, it will be sent with this template, and it will never go confines of this template. So for our image template, we use the DALL-E 3 model to create sophisticated images, and we have a different prompt style for our image model, product has detailed realistic image of the item. We only have one variable here for the prompts, user prompt. And I'm gonna stick through also generate routes.py file here. Here we have how we use the tokens, how we use the for example DB session. So these routes are protected. If you're not, first we need to authenticate, and after that we can have an access to our chatbot. Here we have the main.py file also. We used a fast coarse middleware to connect frontend to the backend. Here we have the frontend link. Here we have localhost 3000, etc, etc. We have update get file, and we use the update include router to include our authentication routers, authentication, generate and save, as we can see here. And I will keep through also one of the front end most important pages is the AI.tsx page. We use TypeScript here, which is very good to follow the type rules, so we can catch errors even before we run the application. We had the custom define handler generator. We have fetch profile data. We have token. Without token we don't have access to this page also, which perfectly aligns our application. Here we have the template, change type, blog post, email, draft, and image. And I'm also walking through that to one of the deployment files for the backend. We use the railway, just that JSON file. And now I'm gonna walk you through. I'm gonna shut down, terminate local environment, and here we have the backend hosted on the railway. As you can see here, you can see the logs. And here we have the front end logo hosted on the Vercel. You can access from here. I'm gonna leave the link below the video so anyone can access this page and use freely as he wants. We have up to 10,000 tokens and it refreshes daily. Of course, it obviously needs some enhancements and improvements that I'm gonna implement in the future. And basically that was it. I also want to mention how it's important to integrate AI into our web application, whether it's just for content generating purposes or anything else, or just it makes application more interactive, and compared to traditional applications it's more depth and more for the user experience. It's much more better. Thank you for watching and wait for the next one.